Hello and welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to the weekend. It's Saturday. And what a lovely Saturday it has been. It's been a warm Saturday. It has been a warm Saturday. It is currently 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which I believe is about 32 degrees Celsius. So it's warming up out there. And yet I still want to try to go for a walk later. I'm hoping by like 5 it won't feel 90 and it'll be starting to get back into the upper 80s. Looks like there's a very, very tiny breeze out there, so we'll see. I might only make it out for a short walk, but I do want to try to go for a walk later. I've had a very slow morning, and a slow afternoon. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. I slept in. I managed to get almost 9 hours of sleep last night. Which, for those who've been watching these vlogs for at least the last couple months, you'll know I have been struggling with sleep so bad. It's really been since March. Like early March is when it started, and part of it was from all the hiking I was doing and just the pain that was putting me in from my fibromyalgia, and like I was definitely overdoing it, but I could not help myself because the hiking was just too good. Like I've not been sleeping well for about 2 months now, month and a half to 2 months. It's been several weeks, and so this is the best sleep I've gotten probably since around middle to end of February. So I'm very grateful for that. It's not enough. I'm not better. If you've been watching the last few vlogs, you'll know I've really been struggling with exhaustion and fatigue. So it's not gone away. I'm still dealing with all of that, but this was definitely a step in the right direction, and I do feel a lot better. I'm still pretty tired today, but I have rested a lot. I've just been sitting on the couch reading for the rest of the morning and all afternoon. Actually, I think it was like noon by the time I finally got up, got dressed, got some brunch, and sat down on the couch. So all afternoon I've been reading. But yeah, now it is 3:30 and I am ready to sit down and start writing. But today we're gonna earn the 23K reward because I am at 22,854 words in Camp Nano. So if you watched the last vlog, you'll know that that's where we ended. We are definitely ahead. I could not write today at all and still have an 854 word surplus. So if I do at least 1,000, we'll be maintaining around an 1,800 word surplus, which is fantastic. But today we're definitely gonna hit 23,000. We're gonna go well past that. I'm hoping to write at least 1,000 words today, but I've got an hour and a half-ish before I think I wanna go for a walk. If I end up going for a walk, I might just do yoga, but I really want to go look at the Palo Verde trees and see if any of them are blooming more. So I might try for at least just a quick walk around the block. So yeah, I think I can write for about an hour and a half before then. So we'll see. Today it's kind of, I know I will hit at least 1,000 in that time, but we'll see if I can hit more. I think it only took me a little over an hour, like an hour and 20 minutes to get to 1,500 yesterday. So if I could have another 1,500 word day today, that would be awesome. So I am going to get to writing, and we'll just see where the rest of the afternoon takes us as far as writing goes. Alrighty, it is 5:07. If I'm gonna go for a walk soon, I need to get a move on and get out there. It does look like it's gotten a tiny bit cloudy, so that could be nice. That could definitely work in my favor. So where are we at? Oh, the air conditioning is turned off. I love that. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite sound throughout the summer is the sound of the air conditioning turning off. It's just like, and breathe. Although with these headphones, I don't even really notice it. It's fantastic. But yeah, I am glad to not be wearing them though. My ears are just getting a little bit warm. I've been wearing these like all afternoon between reading and then writing. I've been wearing them for about 5 hours now, which I have to say, again, like not sponsored by Bose, but I wish I was. When they call these quiet comfort, they're not lying about the comfort part. I can wear these for several hours with zero problems. Literally the only slight issue is that my ears will get a little bit warm. So like I would not wear these outside in these temperatures, you know, 90 degrees for working out. Like going for a walk around the neighborhood or walking around campus, I wear my AirPods because they don't cover up my whole ear and they don't make my ears hot. These would. But in my apartment, it's really fine. And a little bit of slightly warm ears is preferable to just the noise of the air conditioning slowly grating on my last nerve. So where we are at as far as writing, I did 1,503 words today and I feel really good about that. I could have kept going. I got a little distracted, so I didn't write for like a solid hour and 20-ish minutes. I did like check something on my phone and I was doing some other stuff. I got up a couple times. Yeah, got a little distracted. Probably could have written a little bit more, but it felt good. Like I think I needed those little bits of a break, so it was fine. But still got to 1,500. Feel really good about that. Not quite halfway through chapter 6, but we're getting through chapter 6. So in the manuscript, we are now at 30,141 words. So I feel really good about that for the manuscript. I do feel like finishing the first draft of this by June is definitely, by the end of June, is definitely going to be doable. You know, throughout this month, while still working full time and all of that, I've managed to get almost, like we're already almost a third of the way through the manuscript of the 3, you know, and I've got blocked out 3 months to work on this. So I'm about a third of the way through the time allotted to work on this as well. So I feel like the word count and the progress in the manuscript is lining up with like my timeline. So I'm very happy about that. As far as Camp Nano is concerned, we are now up to 24,357 words, which means I get to open another gift. So again, my rewards, if this is your first vlog watching, my rewards are not from Ted Baker. I'm just reusing some Ted Baker bags that I have, but the 23K gift and the 30K gift are a little bit, not more premium, but just I did like strategically plan things out. So things like the sparkly pens or book stickers would be the lower word count gifts, whereas, you know, you need to make the 23 and 30K word rewards a little bit more something to work for, something to work towards. So that's what I did. And so I've got a few things in here. The first thing right off the top is a new cell phone case. And these weren't that expensive either. So a few of you have been commenting on Instagram or on the vlogs how much you love the idea of the reward system. I got this from Sarah Cannon from Heart Breathings. She's got a page built into her Nano Tracker workbooks to set out some rewards and what milestones you'll earn those. And so I've seen that when she's done camp preps or nano preps in the past and really loved it. And I did rewards kind of for November, but this is the first time that I've ordered everything ahead of time and had everything like in a little bag waiting for me to hit that number, and I'm definitely doing this again. But I don't want anyone to think that you've got to spend a fortune on this, because honestly, the pack of sparkly pens was like $6. The book stickers I think were like $5 or $6 each. So a lot of these were not that expensive. The cell phone I think was like $14. So not that expensive for a cell phone case. Partly because I have an iPhone 11. It's not the newest, most popular iPhone. So a lot of the older cases, I feel like the prices have come down substantially. But I saw this one, and I had a case like this for my very first iPhone, my 4S. I had one in this style, and I loved it. And I'm glad to have it back. So it's different brand and different design, but it's still a vintage style book folio. So your phone goes in here. It's got some card slots, which is great. I can definitely use those, especially when I'm using like a small handbag and need like just a card holder. This can now also be my card holder. The phone just pops in here easily. I did test it out like when this first arrived. I think it arrived the very, very beginning of the month. I did open it up, pop my phone in. I've checked out everything that needed to be checked out to make sure I didn't have to return anything. So this is the new phone case. I love, it says encyclopedia on the side, which I actually really love, and it says encyclopedia on the front. So it looks like a little book until you open it up. But I love that. I love that it says encyclopedia, because I mean, what are our phones these days? Whether you've got an iPhone or something else, if you've got a smartphone of any kind, smartphones these days are basically computers in a phone. And what is a computer but an encyclopedia, basically? Like, that is certainly one of the functions. I love it. So this is one of the gifts for this. Then I couldn't resist. I did get some more stickers. These are the last stickers I got for camp, but I did get stickers. So they are all little stamp shapes. They look like little stamps with different flowers and botanical prints on them. And I just thought these were so cute. So they just have little floral and botanical designs on them, and they look like little postage stamps, which I thought was really cute, and I just thought this would be really pretty in my planner, especially throughout the summer. But I do love the botanical prints on these. I love the stamps. I love anything like vintage stamps, vintage stationery, so I just thought those were super cute. And then the last thing I got for the 23K reward, and I have opened these to make sure that they all work. Well, I didn't test all of them, but I did open them up to make sure that at least a few of them worked. These are by Primrosia, I don't know how you pronounce it, and they're 24 dual tip marker pens with a brush end and a fine end, and I got them in the pastel set. So I love the packaging of this. For one, it just is so pretty. And then inside are 24 different pens. They kind of are similar to the Tombow brush pens. The brush end is a little bit different, and the fine end is very fine. So compared to the Tombow dual brush markers, those are more of like a marker end. This is definitely a fine pen end, which I actually really like, because I think these will be fantastic for my planner. I know you can do like art projects and stuff with them. I wish I could draw like this. Like, one day I will learn how to draw properly, especially with markers. I'd love to do that. So these are meant for like illustration and stuff, but I'm going to use them for my planner mostly. So that's why I got the pastel set, so that it's more of a lighter colored ink, but I can definitely use the brush end for highlighting things, and then the fine end for writing things in my planner. And I love the little box that they come in, and I think that will be really pretty sitting on my desk. So yeah, so these are my 23K reward for Camp Nano. So the next reward is the last one, and that's for hitting 30K, and I'm very excited about my 30K reward. So yeah, those are the rewards. I'm really happy. I feel really good about the writing I've done today. I feel like it's gone really, really well, and I feel really good. I'm hoping I can do about 30,000. I'm hoping So I'm hoping I can do about 1,500 words again tomorrow and have this be like a 3K word weekend. I think that would be really, really fun. So we'll see how I feel. I'm going to get on with the rest of my evening. I am going to vlog that. This vlog is going to be mostly the writing, but it's also going to be my cozy weekend vlog. So I'll vlog tonight and tomorrow before I start writing. I will take you guys with me for my walk right now. And then I think it's going to be a Netflix night tonight. And I'm looking forward to that. We're gonna stay on this side of the street for a little bit, although I'm gonna try to cross back because there is a beautiful Palo Verde tree up ahead, but that was a really big javelina and I did not want to get anywhere near him or her. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I don't want to get too much closer than I am, but there's a whole bunch of them right there in that wash, including some that look quite small, like they might be babies. So yeah, we're gonna go the other direction. Okay, sounds good. Okay, it is Sunday and I'm doing some laundry, as you can probably hear. So we will just close this door for a little bit. It's been a morning, y'all. It's been fine. It's been fine, but it is now 1:10. I have not slept the greatest. I slept so good the other night. The night before last, I slept so good. And then last night was back to normal, crappy sleep. So I tried sleeping in. It wasn't very successful. I have also edited a vlog. So tomorrow's vlog is edited and ready to go. So that's great. But it is 1:10 in the afternoon and I have not eaten yet. So we're gonna do an at-home brunch. I think I'm gonna make a bagel sandwich and some scrambled eggs. Probably eat a banana while I cook everything. And then I'm gonna settle down on the couch and do some reading. I have about 2 hours and 40-ish minutes left in The It Girl by Ruth Ware. So I am cranking through that. I'm more than halfway through now, so that's great. I'm really trying to finish it today so that I can get back to light and easy romances, because I won't lie, like, my brain is too tired for a mystery thriller. I'm trying to just let go of trying to figure it out and just go on the ride. I'm still enjoying it. So I want to get that finished today and then start something else, but I might not finish it until tonight. I'm probably gonna read for a couple of hours. I'm still on the fence about going for a walk today. I ended up, so I didn't talk to you guys after my walk yesterday. My walk yesterday was lovely, and I ended up going for a longer walk than I had intended, partly because I knew I was gonna have to cut it short coming back home because of the javelinas. Oh my god, the first one I saw was so huge. It was a big one. And then when I walked back and kind of talked to you briefly and showed you the second clip, looking back into the wash, I could see there were at least 2 others plus the first one, so at least 3 back in that wash that I could see, but there were probably more. Yeah, I just knew I was not gonna go back any of that first section of the walk that I had done. Decided at that point, the weather was actually pretty nice, so I figured I'd go a little bit farther, as far as I felt like I could physically, and then I would take the shortcut through the apartment complex back home. So ended up going for a longer walk than intended, but it was because I was actually feeling okay once I got out there, so that was nice. But also, the weather ended up being really nice. It was like 89 degrees, so still, like, that's like I think 31 or something Celsius, so still quite warm, but it was cloudy and breezy, and so it felt more like low 80s. I'm like, oh, I can't guarantee that it's gonna, today was going to be my longer walk day, but I couldn't guarantee last night that tonight would be as nice as last night was. I'm like, I'm gonna go for a longer walk tonight, really enjoy it, then we'll see. So I'm on the fence about going for a walk today. We'll see how it looks. I am feeling pretty tired, partly because I didn't sleep so much last night. So yeah, I might take today off and then go for a walk tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, it was lovely last night. And then I just came home and watched Netflix. So yeah, anyway, long story short, I'm gonna now sit down, or first I'm gonna get some breakfast made, then I'm gonna sit down, get back to reading, and then a little bit later we will do some writing. But yeah, it's Sunday. It's the last Sunday before the last week of classes, so I'm actually not mad that it's Sunday, because I'm ready to just get Tuesday and Thursday of this week over. But yeah, it's Sunday, so I'm going to try to have as restful and as relaxing of a Sunday as possible. Okay, it is nearly 5 o'clock. Not entirely sure how that happened, because I know I stopped reading at about 4. So this past hour, I did dishes, because they needed to be done, or I'm not going to be able to do anything for dinner, even something simple. So that took some time, but it didn't take an hour. We're basically at a point where I don't think I have time to do everything I wanted to do, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, what am I actually going to get done? And I think one of the things I need to do is close these blinds. It's going to change the lighting, but this is just, it's too much. Hold on, we got to just completely activate cozy office mode. It's just that feeling of, and any of you who struggle with headaches and migraines can let me know if you have the same pre-warning sign. It's not that I can feel a headache coming on, it's that I just have learned my body well enough that I'm at the point where, especially where it comes to light and sound, light especially, I know if I keep exposing myself to like the light bouncing in off the building across from me, because it's that time of the afternoon now, I know if I keep exposing myself to that, I'm going to get a headache. So we're just gonna close that. I probably need to get, no, that lamp has turned on behind me. Probably need to get better lamps for here at my desk, or just a brighter set of fairy lights, or I don't know what, but yeah. Anyway, back to what I'm trying to say. It's 5 o'clock, basically. I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of the day. I want to write. I'd wanted to go for a walk, but I really don't want to go for a walk too late, and it's already 5 o'clock, and if I write for at least an hour, it's going to be 6 then. So I might just have to do yoga while I cook dinner or something, like get pasta boiling on the stovetop or something like that and do yoga while dinner cooks. Obviously, I can't leave my house and go for a walk while dinner cooks. I want to write. That's my priority for today. I'd wanted to write 1,500 words so that we could have a 3,000 word weekend because we did 1,500 yesterday. I don't know if that's going to happen, and that's fine because all I need is 500 words today and we'll still be maintaining my 1,000 word a day average. Plus, it is the 23rd and I am at 24,353. So even if I didn't write at all today, I would still have a 1,300 plus word surplus. So we're in a good position. I don't know what else to say. So I'm just gonna write. So I'm gonna put my headphones back on, get my head down, get some writing done, and out. I'm gonna set the timer for this actually. Let me see, timer. I'm gonna go 1 hour and 15 minutes starting now, and then I'm stopping. Or I will try. Okay. Yeah. So I wrote 2,338 words. A little bit more than 1,500. Yeah, but in an hour and 15 minutes, basically. Like my timer went off and I think I wrote like less than 150 words after the timer went off. So I wrote for maybe 2 or 3 minutes more than the hour and 15. It's 6:22 as I am talking right now. I had wanted to stop writing at 6:15 and I did. I think I stopped at like 6:18 and then I've just spent the last few minutes updating all my trackers on everything. This is what I'm talking about though. So I got really upset with myself, as many of you remember, back at the beginning of Camp Nano, that was on April 6th, doing 2,071 words, because that day I was not prepared to write that many words, that I had a long day at work, I was exhausted, it was just not a good situation. Today, completely different. And this is what I'm talking about with, it's not the word count that matters, it's how you feel doing that word count, writing those words. Today I felt good. I kind of had a plan in place. I knew I was going to write until 6:15. I had the timer going. That was the time I had allotted. And I was just seeing how many words I could write during that time span, and would have been fine if it was less words. Instead, this is the most words I've done in one day in all of Camp Nano. But I feel really good about it. I do. I feel really, really good about it. This weekend, I have written 3,841 words just between yesterday and today. And that feels pretty fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel pretty good overall, and I feel good for this weekend. I think not going for a walk was the right call. So I do need to do some yoga and some stretching and just kind of been sitting. I've been either sitting on my couch or sitting in this chair, so I definitely need to stretch out my hips. I'm gonna get dinner going, and then I think I'm gonna watch a movie once dinner is done. But yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. 2,300 words, and I feel so good about, like, it was just coming so easily, and I felt good. I felt comfortable. You know, I had set a time. I could have stopped early. Like, I could have stopped when I hit 1,500, but like, it wasn't really that much longer. I feel like it took me a little while to get to 1,500, and then from 1,500 to 2,300, it was just like whoosh, all the words just came pouring out of me. And I think it was because I was getting to the end of chapter 6. So I finished chapter 6. That's also what happened tonight. So I finished chapter 6, and I was just like, as I got closer, it was just this feeling of, ooh, if I could finish chapter 6, then we could start a new week with a new chapter. And yeah, I just kept going. But it's only 6:30, so it's not like I wrote all night long and now my whole night is gone. Like, I still have my whole evening to watch a movie and watch YouTube and make dinner and all of that. So it's all good. It's all fine. I'm in a great mood. This was actually, I think, just what I needed. I'm hoping to have another weekend like this next weekend for the last weekend. But honestly, I feel like if from here on out, all I can do, because I'm only a few thousand words from, I don't know what this is going to do to my daily word count. I've got to check Scrivener tomorrow, but we're aiming for 30,000. We've done 26,695. So that means 3,305 words is what I have left. And I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've got 7 days. So 3,305 divided by 7. I just need to write 472 words a day for the next 7 days. And honestly, if that is all I manage to do for the rest of Nano, I will be happy. I'm hoping I can have another high word count weekend next weekend, but if this ends up being my one high word count weekend for the whole of Camp Nano, I won't complain. I will be very happy with that. So yeah, I'm just thrilled, y'all. This is amazing. I'm so happy. I can't believe it. I can't believe how many words, and I can't believe I finished chapter 6. I was just really feeling this last scene that I was writing, and just the dialogue, which writing dialogue always goes faster, and the dialogue was just coming, and so yeah, it worked out. It worked out. So as I said, we're at 26,695 words total for camp. In Scrivener, the manuscript, which includes part of my outline, the manuscript is now up to 32,479 words. So I'm very excited about that. So we're at just over 32K total in the manuscript out of a projected 100,000. I cannot wait to see tomorrow. I now kind of know what the camp total is going to be, but I can't wait to see tomorrow what this does to my Scrivener word count, because I just have a feeling this is going to be very, very interesting. This might be the thing that takes me below 1,000 words a day in Scrivener finally, which would be fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna go relax. But oh my gosh, this has just been amazing. This has been fantastic. And I'm very, very excited and very proud of myself. I've stuck to my rules. You know, I did over 1,000 words today, but it's a weekend. I haven't done much all day. I was still within the time limit I had set to write for, and so this is just the word count I ended up with, and I'm not complaining, not even a tiny bit. I'm just so giddy, as you can probably tell. So anyway, I need to go get dinner sorted. I've said that a million times. I'm going to stop saying it. I'm going to go actually do it and get on with the rest of my evening. Okay, I just finished Ghosted on Apple TV, and that was hilarious. I absolutely loved that. If you have Apple TV, I would highly recommend watching it. It was so good. So yeah, it was so good. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. And so many cameos. I mean, Chris Evans was amazing. And so was Ana de Armas. They're brilliant together. But then there's so many cameos from so many other amazing actors. And they're kind of surprises throughout, so I don't want to say who's in it, but it's just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh it's him, oh it's him. So yeah, really, really enjoyed it. 2 hours long, but didn't really feel like there was any part that really dragged. So yeah, highly, highly recommend. Glad I watched it. I'm now going to switch to watching some YouTube, I think, but I need to light a candle or something. Oh my gosh, this is why I hate this time of year, and I hate having to turn my air conditioning on. There is something coming through the vents, and it's not a bad smell, but it's like garlic and onions, like pasta sauce or something. And it's not what you want to smell at like, it's 9:30 something, like, oh. And why is it never the smell of like sugar cookies or something? Like, of all this food smells, it's always someone cooking with onions and garlic and stuff like that. It's always something savory, and like, oh my gosh, this happened last year as well, and it's just driving me nuts. So I'm going to light a candle for a little while and hope that helps. I need to go turn on the air filter in my bedroom. I need to get a big air filter that can like clear out and clean out this whole area. It's not going to be cheap, but I have to do it because this is driving me nuts. I've got a small one that will do like just my bedroom, but it wouldn't be able to do all of this space. So that's how my night has been. It's been great with the movie, but it's been very distracting with the smell. And I'm just becoming so sensitive to smell. Like, if it's just something that is not what I think the apartment should smell like, I notice it immediately. Anyway, it's been a lovely day overall. It's been a lovely weekend. I'm excited to just get through this week. Like, I'm trying not to rush the week because it's also the last week of Camp Nano and I want to really enjoy that. But yeah, it's it's the last week of classes and I'm just so ready for that to be done. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go finish watching some YouTube, and then I'm gonna get in bed and read the rest of The It Girl. I definitely want to finish that, so I'm only gonna watch YouTube for another 20, well, that's a lie, 30 to 45 minutes, and then I'll get in bed. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, all of that great YouTubey stuff, and I would really appreciate it. Say hi in the comments, let me know how you're doing. I can't think of a question. I have not asked you guys a question in forever though. What movies have you been watching lately? I've told you about two. So last night I watched Obsession on Netflix. Tonight I watched Ghosted. The night before I wasn't vlogging, but the night before I rewatched the live action Beauty and the Beast for the first time since it came out, which was like 2017. Loved it. Again, I loved it. So that's what I've been watching lately. So let me know what you've been watching lately. Are there any new releases that you've been watching or any old favorites that you've been rewatching? Let's just chat movies and TV shows in the comments, or you can leave me some plant related emojis because I've put out my little fake potted succulent plants around my desk. I've got a whole bunch of them, so you can leave me some plant emojis if you don't feel like answering the question, but I would love to know which one of you lovely people have made it all the way to the end of this vlog. So yeah, I'm gonna go watch some YouTube now, and I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye.